Oh, snap. We're live again. About to make this shit happen for Unstoppable, episode 65. We're just going to let Instagram become aware of our presence. And then we're going to get this thing started. If you're watching this right now, it means you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube. What's up? Hope you guys are well. In order for you to get the gifts that I give out on these live streams, you've got to also be following me on Instagram. So make sure you follow me on Instagram and comment whatever I tell you to comment if you want to get the free gifts that I give away on these live streams. Okay? So that being said, let's get into it. Instagram is officially ready to rock and roll, and we are ready to take this shit to the next motherfucking level. So we're going live in 3, 2, 1. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unstoppable, the elite mind and body podcast for men. I'm your host, Taj Howell. Welcome back to the show. Today, we're going to be discussing something extremely motherfucking important. Okay? How to make failure impossible. Okay? Because here's the thing. There are so many people out there that think failure is something other than what it actually is. Okay? In this video, I want to elaborate and dig deep on what failure truly is and how you can actually make it impossible to fail in your life. Okay. The first thing is we need to understand what failure is most people have no fucking clue. Failure, most people, you know what? Let's start here. Most people think that failure is losing something, right? Most people think failure is losing something. Maybe you make a bad business decision. Maybe you make a bad investment and you lose a bunch of money. Maybe you lose a person in your life that you thought was supposed to be with you for a long time, whether it's a relationship or a family member, or you lose a loved one via death or whatever it is. People think failure is losing their health, right? Letting themselves get to the point where they have type 2 diabetes, they're overweight, high cholesterol, they're taking all these fucking medications, okay? People think failure is not achieving their goals, right? Failure is when you set a goal to make X amount of dollars in X amount of time frame, or you set a goal to buy a house before you're 30, or you set a goal to lose X amount of weight before X period or X date or before your wedding, whatever it is. And if you don't achieve that goal, people think that's failure. Okay. Another example of what people think failure is meeting constant resistance in your life, right? People feel like they're failing when the universe is just not allowing them to get what they want because they're not ready yet, right? People will fail. People will think they're failing, when they're constantly met with resistance. When they're constantly met with, oh, you didn't lose weight again this week. You didn't lose weight again this week. You didn't lose weight again with this week. That's resistance. Or another example is you didn't get that sale. You didn't get that sale. You didn't get that sale. If you're in sales, I've been in sales my entire life. If you don't get sales, you feel like a failure. But what I want to do right now is I want to shift the paradigm of what you truly believe failure is. Okay. And before I make that paradigm shift right now, we've got over 60 of you guys live with me right now. I want you to stay tuned until the end of this training, until the end of this podcast, because at the end of this podcast, I'm going to give you access to an assessment where I analyze your entire situation and help you implement the type of mindset, strategies, training, nutrition, habits, disciplines, and routines that you need so that you never fucking fail again. So make sure to stick around to the end of this live stream because I'm going to be giving that away for free. Now, failure. Most people think Are we back in action? Are we back in action? Am I back? Did I come back? Am I alive? I can't tell. Guys, comment yes if you can see me. Comment the word yes if you can see me right now on the live stream on Instagram and on Facebook. Are we back? Okay, we're back. Okay, sweet. We're getting yeses coming in. Okay, cool. I apologize. I live in Dominican Republic. This beautiful island sometimes has really shitty fucking Wi-Fi. It just is what it is. I apologize. We're going to make it better for next live streams. I appreciate you guys staying in the live. All right, so if failure is quitting, okay, then the goal is to never quit. If failure is quitting, the goal is to never quit. So then the thought becomes, okay, how do we go about never quitting? Right? How do we go about never quitting? In order to never quit, you need to work so much, so hard, so consistently that nothing can truly ever stop you. It'll only ever make you tired enough to fall back on your second wind. Okay? Let me say that one more time. Okay? If failure is quitting, the goal is to never quit. And in order to never quit, you need to work so much, so hard, so consistently that nothing truly ever stops you. It only ever makes you tired enough to fall back on your second wind. Okay? Now, here's the thing. What is a second wind? Okay? I want to talk about this right now because if you can create a second wind in every single area of your life, you will never quit at anything ever. Okay? An example of a second wind is when a runner gets to the runner's wall at mile fucking 20 or 21 or 50 if you're doing ultras, maybe it's mile 75 like it was for David Goggins when he was running ultra marathons. Okay? When a runner hits that point where their body is just physically and utterly exhausted and there's only two tangible options. Either one, quit, or two, find something deep in your soul and your psyche in your being as a human being to find the energy to move forward. Okay, those are the two tangible options. Okay, I'll give you another example. When you see fighters, whether it's UFC, boxing, judo, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, whatever it is, when a fighter gets to the point when they've been knocked down, they've been beaten and battered, and they still keep getting up, what do you think that is? It doesn't have to do with just the ability to not quit. That's not what it is. It has everything to do with having a second wind that they rely on, that they have trained to build. You must build a second wind in every single area of your life as a man if you want to be truly fucking unstoppable. If you want to make failure impossible. If you want to make it so that regardless what happens in your family life, with your business, with your career, with your fitness, with the people you lose, the money you lose, anytime you're losing things or stuff isn't going your way, you still never fucking quit because you have a second wind to fall back on. Okay? You have to create one. It's absolutely fucking imperative as a man. If you don't, you're fucked. You are fucked. Okay? So here's what I want to do. I want to give you one more example of a second wind. And then what I want to do is teach you how to create a second wind in every area. So the first thing is the example. Okay. And you guys are all going to love this shit because who here loves Michael Jordan? All right. Type MJ in the chat if you guys fuck with Michael Jordan. All right. Michael Jordan is one of the GOATs, one of the greatest of all time at his craft, but not only at his craft, at the ability to pull through no matter what against all odds and still be able to win. Okay. Michael Jordan, I'll tell you a quick story if you guys have ever seen The Last Dance or have you ever heard of this story. Michael Jordan, yeah, people are commenting MJ like fucking crazy. A lot of you guys fuck with MJ because he's the best. He's the GOAT. Okay. There was a time where Michael was hungry late at night before a game and he had a pizza, right? Everybody was about to go to sleep and he ordered a pizza because he was fucking hungry. All right, so we smashed the pizza. Someone showed up. It was in Utah. Someone showed up. They were about to play the Utah Jazz. Someone showed up, gave the pizza, and the guy was acting kind of sketchy. And they were kind of worried about feeding Michael the pizza, but they still fed him the pizza. He still ate it. The next day, he was puking all night. He was puking, sick to his stomach. It was almost like they put some poison in that pizza. He swears to this day there was poison in the pizza. The next day, he's playing. He's playing the whole fucking game. after vomiting all night, super, super sick, probably ate rat poison, and still played the game. Not only did he still play the game, but because I believe it was a playoff game, but because it was a playoff game and because there was so much on the line, he was able to tap into something in that game, even though he felt like he was going to physically die, and still pull through and dominate the game and absolutely smash it and win against all odds. That's because Michael Jordan created a second win that he could fall back on, regardless of if he was feeling good, wasn't feeling good, was fucking ate the right foods that day, was sick, wasn't sick, had a fight with his wife, didn't have a fight with his wife, whatever the fuck it is. He had the ability to fall back on something that would take him and push him through the next level. Okay? As a second win, you guys. As men, we must build ourselves into men that have second wins in every single area, like Michael Jordan. Okay? In business, with your relationships, with your impact on the world, with your parenthood as a father, as a provider, as a leader, everything. Okay? Now, the way that you go about doing that, the way that you go about building a second wind is, again, by working so much, so hard, and so consistently on your goals that nothing can ever stop you, right? Things can only make you tired enough to fall back on your second wind, okay? Now, what that means, guys, is this. If you want to develop that second wind, let's just say in fitness, you're going to need to push yourself harder than you've ever fucking pushed yourself. You're going to need to physically do things that you never even thought were possible. You're going to need to step into a level of power and into a realm where you can do shit that other people look at and they think you're fucking insane. I have spent my entire career, the last 10 years of my life, doing things that people told me that there's no fucking chance that I could do. I was a WBFF pro by age 21. I was an IFBB pro by age 24. Now I'm training for my first fight, which is going to be in 2025. All I have done for the last 10 years is defy odds. Work my ass off. The reason why I look the way that I look in my social media is because I work hard as fuck. And I never allow myself to get lazy. I never allow myself to. Even if it doesn't matter if I'm injured, sore, not feeling good, hungover, I haven't drank in 40 days, okay, which is great. But hungover in the past, doesn't matter. I would still do what I was supposed to do, okay, because of the second wind. And the way that I develop that second wind is by working, by creating non-negotiables, by sticking to my guns, by doing the shit I'm supposed to do even when I don't fucking feel like it, and by choosing the hard choice 10 times out of 10, okay? I always choose to do hard things. Whether it's a cold shower, additional cardio, additional boxing, additional weights, whatever I can do extra, I always do it. That's the one thing I'll say about fitness. When it comes to your business, in order to develop a second wind, you've got to have you have to have lead indicators that create the business that you want to create, okay? Now, a lead indicator in business is something that creates a sale, okay? You can't focus on sales in business. You can't focus on just hammering and shoving what you want to sell people down people's throat. You have to focus on the lead indicators that generate sales. You can't focus on the actual sales themselves. Okay? So I'll give you a couple of examples. What I focus on is I focus on the content that I'm posting. What I focus on is I focus on the types of content that I'm posting. What I focus on is focus on delegating things to buy back my time so I can continue to focus on marketing and different strategies that are going to bring more people into my business. I don't focus on the actual sales themselves. I focus on growing the actual company, and I focus on generating the things that need to be generated in order to manifest the right clients into the business. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Now, guys, you need to develop your second wind in every single area. Okay. And the only way to do it is by putting in work. Now, what I want to do with the rest of you that are on this live stream right now, what I want to do is I want to give you an assessment of your current situation. Okay. I've worked with over 630 men to date to help them get in the best shape of their lives, build stronger mindsets, level up their training, their nutrition, dial in their habits, quit alcohol, quit vices, take their bodies, mindsets, and lives to an entirely new level. Okay. I know what I'm doing when it comes to helping men get to the next fucking level. Now, what I want to do is I want to give you a free assessment where I analyze your entire situation, what your habits are, what your fitness level is, how much fat you need to lose, how much muscle you want to gain, what you need to do in order to take your mindset to the next level so that you can get better results in business, get better results with your fitness, get better results with your family, build a stronger relationship with yourself first, and then with your loved ones second. I want to analyze your current situation. And in order to do that, and if you want me to do that for free, I want you to comment win on this live stream right now. Comment the word win, W-I-N. If you want me to analyze your current situation, your fitness goals, your health goals, your mindset goals, your money goals, where you're going, who you're trying to become, what you're trying to achieve, and help you build a step-by-step strategy to take your mindset, your fitness, and your life to an entirely new level. And I'm going to do that for motherfucking free. I want you to comment the word win right now. Okay. Comment win right now if you want me to give you a free assessment of every single goal that you have and help you build a step-by-step strategy to take your life, your fitness, your mindset, everything you're doing to an entirely new level. Okay. The wins are coming. The wins are flowing in. Comment win right now. Let's get this going. Let's make this shit happen. I want to see you guys take it to the next level. I'm committed every single day to making sure that you have what you need to level up your fitness mindset. And I'm not going to stop there. If you want a free assessment with me where I analyze your situation and help you win in life, comment the word win right now. And we're going to send you over some more information. And we're going to let people comment, continue to comment. We're seeing the comments flooding in right now, which is wicked. If you're watching this live right now on Facebook or YouTube, same deal applies. Comment win, and we'll send you over some more information. I hope you guys all have the best day of your motherfucking lives. We'll see you tomorrow in tomorrow's episode of Unstoppable. Episode 66 tomorrow. There's going to be more wisdom for your head tops. There's the last chance you can, guys. If you want a free assessment with me, comment the word win, and we'll get you guys set up. Now, last thing is if you want to see or listen to the other Unstoppables, the other 65 episodes that we've recorded, all you have to do is look up Unstoppable, the Elite Mind and Body podcast, or you look up my name on Google and the podcast will come up. You'll be able to hear every single episode, and every single episode is tailored to helping men eliminate excuses, eliminate weakness, and take their bodies, fitness, and mindsets to an unstoppable motherfucking level. All right? So great work, you guys. We'll see you in tomorrow's episode, 11 a.m. Eastern. We'll see you there. Keep winning. And to those of you guys who commented win, we're going to get your assessments done later today. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.